Hello viewers, welcome back to the Card Mat. Now I do notice that a lot of people have problems with one of the most used sleights in Card Magic, the double lift. Because you see a lot of people when they're doing it, you always see them going like that at the back of the deck. And it's a dead giveaway as to what's going on, especially if you know anything about card tricks. To the lay person it probably looks okay, but 9 times out of 10 doing that, it gives it away because you can see them bending the card. Well, what I'm going to do is show you a couple of different ways of doing a double lift. And first off, I'll start from that one, where people do it with picking up 2 cards from the back. If you still intend using that one, a different way of doing it, instead of picking the cards up so you can see them getting bent, move your other hand down. So you just trap the top card with your thumb, bend the pack down a bit, get the next card, bend down a bit more, catch it with your finger, just so you can let go and get them together, and you can pick it up and you've got a double. And it's without people seeing that action. So again, I'll try and do it from a side view. If you get hold of the pack, just angle the pack back a bit towards your thumb, and you can just feel the top card. And you're just bending your hand down, pulling your thumb in, catching the next card, dropping them onto your finger, and then you can do your double lift. And as I say, it's not seen then from the front, because nobody's going to spot that hand just dropping down slightly as you do it. A bit of a better way of doing that one. Doing them from a double lift, a pinky break, sorry, is always the best way of doing it. And if you've got time in the performance, you can always do the spread across and pull back and catch a pinky break and go on about talking what you're doing. And then when it's needed, you do your double lift. That's one you can do, as I say, if you have plenty of time. And everybody should know that one. You're just spreading over some cards, and as you push them back, you're just putting your little finger in underneath the second card. Yeah, just underneath the second card. So when you push it together, you've got yourself a pinky break there already. Already just for you to grab the gap and turn it over. Right, so that's another way of doing it. Another one's called a strike double. And it's that basic one where you just see them grabbing at the side of the pack and turning over. And again, for doing that one, all you need to do is just push the fatty part of your thumb there into the pack just to bury them. Just so they go on an angle that way. Just so that you can then use your finger and you're just peeling the top card up, bending your finger in again, catching the next card, and it's onto a pinky break. Sorry, you got it, and you can just turn it straight over. Oh, I dropped it with letting go. You get the first, you just grab the first one, the second one, pull them together, and you turn. First, second, turn. And the more you practice it, the quicker you get. So it looks more natural. Because it looks a bit suspicious if you like that. Taking your time to count them, you do have to get the speed up on it. Another one, again working from like a pinky break, is doing a pinky count with your little pinky. So you just get the cards on a bit of an angle, just so you can get your... Now this one does take a lot of practice. You just get the cards and you just bend the cards so that they bow this way, from that corner to this corner. So that when you're letting go of the cards, you're getting the little riffle action going up. And this is where it takes some practice, because you've got to get this finger used to knowing when you just let go of 1, 2 cards to turn over and have your pinky break, your double lift, sorry. So again, it does take a lot of practice. Bend the cards, pull down with that thumb and pull down with that finger right on the corner, and you're just going 1, 2. Get in with the pinky break, get into the pinky break, and you turn it over and you get your double. That's the strike double. Now another one, everyone says this is the David Blaine double lift, but it was actually used by 2 other fellas Derek Dingle and Steve Dryum, or something like that. How does he spell his name? D-R-U-I-M. Durham. Steve Durham. And as I say, everybody associates it with David Blaine because you always see him doing it. That's where you're grabbing. You always see him grabbing the top corner and spinning the card around to get a double lift. Well, when you're doing it, try using your ring finger because it covers the cards then. The rest of your hand's covering the cards. As you, again, you just push it up on a bit of an angle so it just goes on a chamfer on that corner. Just so your finger can count 1, 2 cards. And then you're just pivoting it on your thumb. Gripping it as it starts turning around. 2 fingers on the top and your thumb on the bottom. Turn it right around and you've got a good grip on your double lift. I say, we just call it David Blaine one, save confusion here, but as I say, it was brought up before him. I mean, one of them done it the same way he done it, doing it that way, but then flipping the card as you lift it. I mean, you need to have a tight, make sure you got it in a tight grip when you do that, because it might just split slightly. And the other fella, he done it by doing a double push over. He'd push over 2 cards and then catch it and turn it. So there's 2 different ways they done it. One done from the dead, as David Blaine does, just pulling straight up off the corner. The other fella done a push over and then grabbed it, and I grabbed 3. Silly me. So this is the David Blaine one. So what have we done? We've done the back one, we've done pinky pull down, strike double, and a David Blaine. Another one for coming out the back, and again it saves you having to do all of this malarkey at the back. All you're doing is as you grab the pack, you're just pushing the pack back slightly and your thumb will just grab the 2 cards and you turn it over. And it looks very natural because all you're doing is just grabbing a card off the top of the pack. But always make sure you get your finger into the back and just bury it slightly, just in case the card's a bit old. And as you can see there, they don't sit tight together. They've been bent in different angles. So always put your finger at the back, always bend the card slightly when you do it. Another thing to remember when you're doing a double lift, because most times when you do a double lift, you're going to be turning it back over again. So instead of having to do 2 double lifts, do a thing called an Altman trap. And that's when you've got your double and you're turning over, you're just putting the fatty bit of your thumb just in a bit. So it just traps the card. I don't know if you can see that. It just traps the card and keeps the card off the pack. Then you just push down with that thumb into that corner and it pops up this corner and you get a pinky break. So you can turn it over dead easy without having to fumble around trying to get another double. So you get your double. As you're turning it, you're just pushing the fatty bit of your thumb in, trapping on it, pushing down with your thumb, and you can grab hold again because it pops up in this corner. And again, I've just done it again so I can get it straight back over. I mean, it's a good one just to sit there and practice to get right. So I hope that's useful. I hope you all stop doing that one and try one of the other ones which are more invisible. A little bit of practice you'll get there. I hope it does come in useful, and I'll see you later.